Hello, Governor.
Hello.
Okay, it's working now. Okay.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm sore.
I think that, you know how you came in and I had already poured myself a glass of red wine, and I haven't had a glass of red wine in a really long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I might be allergic to red wine. And it's not allergic, but it's, you know how it's like a histamine, or I think it's a histamine. I feel like my nose is starting to get stuffed up in there, and now I feel like my throat is scratchy, like I've been yelling. But I've been feeling that way for a long time.
What's a long time? Like,
but today I didn't feel that way.
COVID or
no? Since I got back from the beach, I felt like this. I've had this like feeling in my throat.
I've had like a cough and a little bit of a runny nose, but like nothing like completely under the weather. But yes, I agree with you. I've felt like out of sorts for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, not good. And I've taken COVID tests
like crazy.
Yeah, I love them. My psychiatrist was like, okay, yeah, you should take a nap in the middle of the day. And I'm like, how am I supposed to do that? Like on my lunch break? And so I'm like, okay. We'll lay down for lunch and take a little short nap. I've done it like before in the past where I've like got a headache or something where I've taken a little nap.
Oh, for sure.
But it was like a 2-hour long nap. And I text my boss and was like, I don't feel good. Mm-hmm. But like now I'm like, she was like, you should probably try to do that.
Yeah, but you shouldn't feel bad about that. If that's your lunch hour and that's how you choose to spend it, take a nap, girl. Set an alarm.
Well, and she still thinks that I might have narcolepsy, which is crazy.
Really?
Even though I had a sleep study or whatever, and I mean, she wants me to get another one, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to do another one of those. It was ridiculous, and they're going to treat it the same exact way as I treat it now.
Was when you just fall asleep all of a sudden.
Well, okay, so it's different, and that's what people think.
Is it like reverse narcolepsy?
No.
There's different insomnia.
There's different types of narcolepsy.
Okay.
So, but yes, essentially, it's like this. That's what people think. Oh, it's like funny in movies. People are just falling asleep all of a sudden. Well, it's like your body goes into the sleep stages are different, and then also, so the first time, this was several years ago when I went to my psychiatrist, she was like, well, hey, what if you might have narcolepsy? And I was like, what? And I kind of looked at them like they were crazy.
Right.
And they were like, well, no, do you drop things a lot? And I was like, I mean, I don't know. And she was like, well, you would know if you did. Like, so apparently it's called cataplexy, where you can have narcolepsy with or without it. Mm-hmm. And if you have it, you like drop things, or your knees buckle when you have like a strong emotion.
For like 1 second or something?
I guess. I'm not really sure how that works with your brain, but like, I don't know why I just dropped my phone. Like, it's way over there now.
I'll get it for you.
No, it's okay. I'll get it. I got a dog in my mouth, in my hand. I mean, essentially in my mouth. So, but yeah, no, sometimes I'll drop something and I'll be like, I think I have narcolepsy, but I'm like, I don't think it's like that. There are certain things. So I had those. I haven't had them. It's been a couple years. Actually, I mean, sometimes it'll probably happen, but I haven't had like the really bad case of the hallucinations. Like, so when they're called hypnopompic and hypnagogic or something like that. No, sort of hallucination. So like when you go to sleep, so it usually happens to me. I have a log in my phone whenever it happens. I like wake, because I remember what happens. What happens is I'll like wake up. Okay, so let me just back up. I had never told my like psychiatrist about these because I just thought that it was like normal. And then like probably 5 years or more ago, I don't know how long ago, 5 years ago, I told them about it, and they were like, oh. And this is when the narcolepsy thing talks started happening. And they were like, I was like, well, I have this stuff where I like will go to sleep and I'll wake up in the middle of the night, or not in the middle of the night. It's usually about an hour after I go to sleep. Like one time I was at my parents' house. Have we talked about this before?
Mm-mm.
So one time, I've never told you this. Okay. So one time I was at my parents' house and I'm like sleeping in my bed, and my dad is asleep and my parents are asleep in their bed. And I wake up in the middle of the night, and it was like an hour after I'd gone to sleep, and about midnight probably ish. I'm like, I see this thing flying. It was like kind of like a drone looking thing flying around my room. and it's going to shoot me. It is trying to get me or whatever. It's like an alien thing or something. And I am like freaking out. I get up and I run to my dad and I am awake. And I remember all this. I run down the hall to my dad. I wake him up and he's like, Emily, what's wrong? What? He's like, what? And I'm like, Dad, there's a thing. And I tell him what I saw. And I'm in my head. I'm like, it's legit. Like there's something. And I'm telling him to get up and come look at it. By the way, I'm like 30 years old when this is happening. 32, maybe 30, 31. And I'm like, and he's like, Emily, you're having a dream. You're asleep. You're sleeping, Emily. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I'm like slapping my face. I'm like, I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm like, there's something in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. Like I know it's happening. And we walk halfway down the hallway and I'm like, all like my heart's racing and everything. And I walk halfway down the hallway and I looked at him and I was like, he gets up like a good dad, of course, and walks down the hallway. And I'm like halfway down and I'm like, Dad, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry I woke you up. I was like, I realize this is not real. And I was like, we didn't even make it back to my room. And I was like, I'm so sorry. But like stuff like that. And one time there's been other situations. Like one time I was in Auburn and I woke up and like thought the floor was caving in. And so I didn't have Butterbean at the time or my cat, but I picked Cricket and Rosie were in their beds on the floor. And that's back when I like made them sleep on the floor in their beds. And I like picked them up in my arms, just like one on each side, and like start running out, trying to like make sure we don't fall into the cave, like caving in floor. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. It's crazy stuff. And I remember it happening and I get like my heart races and it seems so real and it's so crazy. So those are what those are called. And there's like, depending on the, I guess, like in the more, I don't know. I think it's a time. There's two different names for them, and I don't know. It's like hypnopompic and hypnagogic, or I don't know.
Interesting.
Hallucination. So I have those, and that's part of.
Never heard of such. And at first, before you explained it to me, I thought that it was going to be like a dream.
Well, it is essentially a dream, but then I wake up and I'm like in that dream, and it's happening in real life. Like it's happening while I'm awake.
Right, but I'm just saying, like. You know how sometimes when you're like falling asleep, you'll dream that you're like falling or something like that. You know what I'm saying? No. Like definitely not the same thing. Yeah, no, this is like I'll be in my room seeing and I'll be like awake and I see something flying around the room. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. That would freak me out too.
Yeah, it's freaky. So we changed my medications that I was taking and added more and that helped. And so that stuff that I was taking treats narcolepsy. So essentially, even if I were to really have it and do these sleep studies, I'm already taking
what you would take anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense then.
Yeah.
Why add more meds or spend the time to take the second sleep study to find the same thing out?
Well, and I've not really, and this is going to be like public for everybody to hear. Like I've not really. I mean, I do tell some people, but like, and I think it's kind of crazy, but a long time ago, I was like, oh my God, I'll turn the lights on. I like wake up and turn the lights on. Kind of like, it reminded me of like when you had that whole conversation with me. I don't normally have conversations. Like one of my boyfriends one time.
I don't normally have conversations either. So when you told me that, I was like, what? Like Brandon has never woken up the next day and been like, we had this whole conversation last night. Do you remember this?
Well, I didn't even really talk back to you. You just talked. You just kept talking. I was like, okay, gotta go. Bye. And you were like, and you were wide awake. And I was like, that's what I said. I was like, you're the lightest sleeper ever. I was like, I hate sleeping with you because I turned like 1 inch and you're like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with like, I think like in my bed that I have now with Brandon, like I can barely feel him like get in or out of bed. So like any movement, or typically when Jolene's going in and out of the bed, she's doing it on his side. So it's not very disruptive to me. And so I think when I am in a different sleeping situation, which I mean, you and I have slept together before, but like we don't do it on the regular. And I feel like in your bed, you can't like feel any of the movement. In that bed, you could feel everything. And so, yes.
I couldn't.
But I also think that it was
You're in a different place.
I was in a different place, but it was also like an emotionally heightened weekend or whatever, and I don't think I was going to sleep good regardless.
Yeah, probably.
So it was just going to be like a light sleeping situation. But yeah, I'm a psycho. I get it from my mother. She does that shit all the time. What are you doing? Mitch, what are you doing?
I'm like, why are you worried about what I'm doing?
Right.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, why is she so worried? Just go back to bed. I'm trying to find my face mask. I think that's how I said it. I was like, nothing. It's nothing. And you were like, no, for real. What are you doing? And I'm like, my face mask fell off and I'm trying to find it. Like,
sorry, I was interrogating you in your sleep.
No problem here. Ooh, man.
No, I do not recall at all.
No, yeah, the sleep thing. I don't have a lot of issues with that anymore, really. I don't think, but I don't know. I don't really have anybody here to tell me that I haven't. I've gotten up and turned the lights on.
If you wanted to record your sleep.
I know, and it like records your farts and stuff.
Yeah,
and it'll tell you farted at this time, and it was juicy.
You can go back and it'll show you like a whole log or whatever, and like it's called Snore Lab, so it's mainly for snoring, but it would tell you like if your volume got like heightened, so you could go back very quickly and like zero in on that specific like instance of sound, movement, whatever.
I don't normally talk in my sleep that I know. I actually, you know what? I did on Jessica's bachelorette trip. Remember Geraldine was like, you were like really talking big time last night. And I was like, oh God. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Well, that whole trip I was with Lisa and I felt like I had to, Lisa sleeps like she's freaking dead. Like she sleeps on her back for the most part and she just lays in one spot. And I mean, she is out. And so the whole time I was like, oh my God, I can't move. I can't wake her up, whatever. Cause we were just in a queen size bed or whatever. And I was like sleeping like a, light as a feather. I just don't do good like that. Like I do good with like Melanie or with Brandon, with people that like I know I'm not gonna bother them,
Yeah.
Like whatever I do.
Oh
so
my
then
God.
I can actually
I probably gave you like anxiety before because I was like, I don't want you to snore. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I think
that was probably part of it too, because I don't want to be a bad sleeping partner for somebody, but like I do what I do when I'm asleep and I can't help it. You know what I mean? But I did try to be conscious of like not drinking too much to where I snore like a 5,000-pound man. So,
well, look, I had been at the beach with my parents already, and they both snore.
They did me a favor,
and it was so I was like, it was bad. I won't get into it, but yeah, so. I wish I slept like Butterbean, except for in the morning. Right? Actually, you know what? I want to be like him. In the morning, he's like, it's time to go. It's a brand new day. Oh, let's go chase Birdie. And I'm like, I hate you, Butterbean. Go back to sleep. It's 5:00,
I woke up before Brandon did today.
Oh,
I know. I had a presentation to do at 8:30 this morning, and I snoozed my alarm like 2 or 3 times or whatever. And after that, I was like, no, bitch, you have to get up. You have to get ready. Like, if you don't, you're going to be mad at yourself if you're like slapping makeup on your face at 8:25.
Yeah, what time was your thing?
8:30.
Oh, yeah. No, I was
like, I got up at like 7:30 and made sure that I had time to like make my water, make my coffee, wash my face, put some makeup on, get dressed, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know the people that make like 8 and 9 o'clock meetings.
Ew.
No.
This was the only time that I could pick. So right now we're doing some cross training at work, and so all of our managers are being invited to all these meetings, and so their calendars are slammed. So 8:30 was the only time that I could do it. And so I just slapped it on there, and I was like, but sometimes that is almost better for me than not having anything till 10 o'clock, because I won't really like get going good until like 11, like work wise. Like I'll do the things that I have to do, but I'm not going to dig in if I don't have, a responsibility or a meeting to attend early on.
Yeah. I don't like the early meetings, and I don't like it because I think that if you have an 8 o'clock meeting, I am not even there till 8 o'clock. I shouldn't have to be there till 8 o'clock.
Right.
And also I need to mentally and not physically, but like mentally and I guess electronically prepare. I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to prepare for this meeting, and I don't think I should have to do that on my own time.
At 7:30 in the morning. Yeah.
Right.
No, I agree with that. The only time that I've really our meetings are supposed to be from like 9 to 3 or something like that, I think. Like, they don't really encourage like late afternoon meetings or whatever. And the only time that I had like a consistent 8 a.m. meeting was this client that I had from India. And for them, it was like 7:30 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. or something like that. So it was outside of their working hours. But, you know, my company wasn't going to require us to be online earlier than, you know, our regular start time, which was nice. But, I mean, they were working after business hours. So
I think perfect time for meetings is like, not perfect, but like between 10 and, so if you starting at 10 and 3, starting at 3, so ending at 4, you need to have an hour to finish up, to get all your stuff done for the end of the day. You need to have 2 hours to get in there, figure out
your inbox, do the imperative things,
then prep for this meeting, whatever. Yeah, get your stuff going. Like,
and I will just say this: none of us saying that we don't want an 8 or 9 a.m. meeting is not productive procrastination either. It is just common courtesy for waking your ass up and getting started in the morning.
Right, and just like when you walk into the office and you haven't even turned your computer on at 8 o'clock and somebody walks in your office asking you for something, I'm like, hold on a second. I remember that happened to me one time when I had to go into the office, and the guy that I shared the office with, Desmond, was like, oh my God. He was like, after the person left, he was like, can't even like, he was like, you don't even have your computer on yet. It's like 8:05. Like, why are they in here trying to like, get all this stuff?
Reality,
like, hold on a second. Shouldn't even like walk into somebody's office to ask them something until, unless you have to have it.
Right, for sure. But I mean, most people are still trickling in at that time. So like, I feel like even in an office setting, even if you and I had to show up somewhere at 8 o'clock, I feel like 8:30 is like, you know, the first time after, you know, water cooler talk or getting settled and, you know, starting your day, getting your coffee, whatever, like, that's a half hour courtesy. Like, hold on just a second.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me sit my ass in this chair first.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's should be how it is. Like, I don't ever go to like somebody unless it's like, hey, I have to have this because somebody put a 9 o'clock, 8 or 8:30 or whatever meeting on my calendar. Oh God. Yeah.
But you're not walking in there all willy-nilly like, hey, I just kind of need this or whatever. It's like, I'm coming to you with a purpose because this is being asked of me. And I'm so sorry.
Yes, I know you realize you just got here.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So, so how's the wedding planning going? Are you finished yet?
No.
Are you sure? You've been like, I don't know. I feel like you've already finished.
No, I did book somebody for my hair today, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a girl that I used to work with that Jessica and I are mutual friends with, and she did Jessica's hair for her wedding. But she and I used to work together at Santa Fe Day Spa back in like the day, like 15 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's gonna do my hair. I'm excited about that.
Cool.
No, we still don't have anything as far as destination goes. My girl's supposed to be going to, I think, Turks and Caicos this weekend to...
Your girl?
My travel agent lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to a conference. And so she's going to try to get some recommendations and stuff from there and pick the minds of, you know, some of her peers. So
what about the other wedding? Have you planned that already?
I mean, no.
Well, that one's first, right?
No, I know. But I mean, it's not that many people that's going to be there. There's not, like, I have some like decor thoughts in my mind or whatever, but I'm doing that. Brandon and I are going to do that by ourselves. Like, we'll figure it out.
Well, no, I don't mean like get a wedding planner, but what have you planned? Have you planned anything for that one?
Like, I guess in what manner?
Like what time it's going to be? Have you gotten invitations?
No,
like,
we're still waiting on our engagement photos.
Have you thought about food?
Yeah, we did think about food, and we thought we were going to cater from one place, but they don't have a location closer to Grana's, and so I think that we're going to have to rethink that one. But no, we haven't dug in that much. What I'm focused on currently is Brandon getting his shit out of his apartment because I really want that done before we go to New York.
I thought has he not already done all that?
Not everything, no.
Oh, okay.
Like most of his winter clothes are still over there.
You said this last time, I think, didn't you?
I did. He didn't go today.
Oh.
He moved stuff. The last time, well, I'm trying to think of when he was off last time. He brought some of his kitchen stuff and like cleaning supplies and stuff like that the last time that he went over there. So he was in the process of like getting rid of and starting donation piles and taking some stuff to go be donated already. So I think for the most part, it's just...
For some reason, I just feel like he doesn't have anything and he can just leave. Like, I don't know why, because he hasn't really lived over there for real.
Well, I mean, he has to go back once a month at least to go like pay his rent because they don't have an online payment portal.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, I mean,
that is probably like a drug, what is it called? A front or whatever. Or a money laundering business or something because they're doing everything in like cash or check.
He won't be there in 30 days, so.
Oh my God.
I mean, he gets a cashier's check. He's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But still, that's cash essentially.
Yeah. I mean, but it has to be made out to the apartment complex.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. Don't care. He's not going to live there much longer, so it doesn't matter. I mean, he really doesn't now anyway, so whatever. No, I took myself back to the gym.
Okay, so you took yourself to the gym, like opposed to somebody else taking you to the gym?
No, I made my fat ass get in the gym is what I did. And
because of your wedding?
No.
Oh, just
because I've needed to get back for a long time. I mean, is that, gonna be helpful? Absolutely. But
which gym did you go to?
I'm not paying for a membership until I make it a routine and a habit.
Well, but which one did you go to?
The one at my complex.
Oh. Yeah. Well, if you have one there, then why do you need to go anywhere else?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good gym. They've got a Smith machine in there. They have dumbbells.
What is a Smith machine?
Where, like a squat rack, but it has this thing where, like, if you say you were to drop it, it's inside, like it'll catch and not like fall on you or whatever.
Is that the brand of it, or is that what they're actually called?
That's what they're called.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's not a free range squat rack or whatever where you would like just take it off, walk out, do your stuff and put it back.
Yeah.
It's in there permanently.
Gotcha. I had no idea that's what they were called.
Yeah. Cool. But then they've got like some cable machines and some leg machines, and they've got kettlebells and
I mean that's a lot. That's good.
Yeah,
that's like you don't need anything else.
They have a rowing machine. They have a sit down bike. They have 2 treadmills and 2 ellipticals.
Well, what else do you need?
I mean, I wouldn't pay for a membership. I'm not like some bodybuilder professional. I just need to sweat a little and lift some weights.
This is my gym, my home gym, and I do have a muscle roller, a yoga mat, a jump rope, and some 10-pound weights somewhere. I might need
to borrow that muscle roller.
All right, go on for it.
I did legs day before yesterday. I'm dying. And now I forgot. Like, I went up there, and my legs were like jelly after we finished or whatever. And then we get back to the apartment, and I go, shit, I have stairs to walk up now. Because ever since I've been living there, I haven't gone to the gym. And so I forgot I have to walk upstairs. And every time I sat down to pee today, I thought I was going to die. I was like, I need one of those old lady handles stuck to the wall so I can hold on to it and sit down.
That happened to me when the first time I ever went to Orange Theory, but it's a little different. So this was a long time ago. And the first time I went, I think it was the first day. It might have been the second day. I came back and I couldn't sit on the toilet for like 2 weeks. And I think my apartment complex had an old lady handle, or it was like I was using the toilet paper roll, and I was like, "It's gonna come out of the wall! It's gonna come out of the wall!" And I was like, and I would just like plop down on it. I was like, "I'm gonna break the toilet." I was a lot smaller then though, so it was like not like.
Well, thankfully, like my sink in my bathroom is like right next to the toilet, so I've been like holding on to that and just like sitting down as easy as I possibly can. But every time I go up or down the stairs, it's just a hot mess. And so today's day 3.
So you should take a break because you need to let your muscles. Yeah.
So I went on Monday, and then I went for a walk yesterday because I was really tied to my desk yesterday. I was like, I've got to move my legs, like more than just getting up and walking around this apartment or whatever. So I did take Jolene for a walk. And then today I didn't really do much with them at all. Yeah, I did the elliptical for like a little bit at the end, and I felt better after that. So
yeah,
it's just going to be ugly in the beginning. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. And
the only thing that hurts me now when I try to work out is my butt, because the seat, the seat on my bike, my like Nordic Track, like Peloton situation bike. It's not an actual Peloton, but it looks similar. I bought a new seat when I got this, like on Amazon, and it's supposed to be a bigger one for my big, huge booty. And because that other one is like, it's in there, and I think I should get it out and show you. It's like a razor blade going up your butt. It hurts so bad, and then it like bruises the insides of your legs, and it's like on your vagina, and your butt crack is like bruised feeling. Ugh. And this one is better, but it's not that great.
See, the bike that's at my complex is like a seated bike or whatever. And even that, it doesn't, like, obviously there's nothing like on your like pelvic bone or whatever between your legs, but it still just doesn't feel great.
Yeah, it's not good. There's one, so at the gym at the beach at my family's like condo at the beach, they have a bike, like not a seated one, but like the seat is so big and it like fits my butt. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually really nice. I kind of want one. Are you taking a selfie?
Yeah.
Who are you selfieing?
Our favorite Canadian.
Who's Canadian?
DP's fiance, Jess.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Well, I'm about to go up there and see them. She was just asking me if there was anything I needed to do before I went up there.
And so you sent her a selfie instead?
Well, I said I'm not doing anything but getting my nails done. I can't decide on a hair color, so I'm not touching it. And you get this mess. And so I sent her a picture.
Oh, it's not a mess. It looks good. Your hair always looks good, though.
Thanks.
It does. It usually does.
So does yours, Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, my God. Monica Lewinsky. Why does Monica Lewinsky, the name, sounds like an ice skater's name? Like, doesn't it? It's like, what's that girl's name?
You're the one who said it, so
it
I
sounds
did not
like
come up with this. But when she told me, I didn't believe it, and then I saw her. It's grown out a little since then.
No, it's because I straightened it today.
Oh, okay.
It looks different. But yeah, no, it does. It looks like a little, because like when I blow dry it with a round brush, it's like very fluffy and poofy. Not new Monica Lewinsky, old Monica Lewinsky from the 90s or whatever years it was. But no, so what am I trying to say? Oh, her name sounds like she should be playing hockey.
Olympics.
Like
in the Olympics?
Like, yeah, for either hockey or like ice skating.
Or a gymnast.
Like doing like triple axels.
Or a gymnast.
But they're not normally Lewinsky's. Is Lewinsky Canadian?
A
ski. The ski at the end is like...
Isn't that like Eastern European?
Yeah, but like they usually move to Canada, I swear. Because have you seen like Tchaikovsky? Not Tchaikovsky. Goldberg. That's Canadian.
You just said Goldberg?
I'm just trying to think of the names from Mighty Ducks.
Oh my God.
Is his name Goldberg?
Yes.
Why did you say it like that?
Because you went from SKI.
I know.
At the
SKY,
end
I thought. Is it SKI? I guess
it
is.
SKI, isn't it? Or well,
Lewinsky.
Maybe Y. But there's other ones that are definitely... I went to school with a kid who had last name Simitowski.
Simitowski. That sounds like a mixture of a Native American and a Canadian.
Oh my God.
Or what would ski? Is that like Polish?
Is it Russian or Polish or something like that?
A Native American Polish person.
I think we need to hush because we're going to make ourselves sound real
what was it called?
dumb. Simitowski.
I don't care. I sound dumb all the time. I don't care. I'm really not that stupid. I promise.
No, we're
guys.
not stupid. I mean, I'm not like geographically genius or anything like that, but like
the names and stuff like that. My dad will be like, "No, that's from this region," and I'll be like, "Oh, whoops." But
100%.
I have no idea.
I mean,
I just think of
my
hockey
last name
players.
is so basic, and my new last name is going to be even more basic.
Why am I forgetting? Oh, Smith. I was gonna say Sarah Mitchell, and I was like Mitchell. I was like, that's not it. It's not it. It's not it. And that's why I was like, oh God. Whoops. Anyway. Okay, so I have an FMK.
All right.
And speaking of like different regions, it's this one came from our lovely Elizabeth, my brother's lovely fiance, and I have several like names to put in here. So this is like leaders, world leaders. So
God.
Kim Jong-un, Putin, or Hitler.
No.
Yeah, fucking marry, kill them.
No.
You have to. I'm going to kill Hitler. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Kill Hitler, fuck Putin, and marry Kim Jong-un. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I lied. My mom is calling me. I'm going to kill Hitler, fuck Kim Jong-un, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kim Jong-un, and marry Putin because I don't, and maybe I'm wrong, but Putin doesn't he's not genociding anybody, right? Is he? Oh no, he's killing
Ukraine.
I know he's attacking, but everyone has done that. White people did it to Native Americans. Everybody does that to invade whatever they want, and I hate that. I think it's terrible. I think they're all terrible people. Don't get me wrong. I think Putin is terrible, but he's not like Hitler. He's not doing genocide.
Well, I disagree with you. I would venture to say that there is something in the history books that says that white settlers, it was a genocide on Native Americans.
Well, that was a genocide for sure.
Okay, but you're saying that it wasn't.
No, I'm saying Putin is not. No. Okay, but that was different. But they came. Okay, never mind. Putin is not making them walk the Trail of Tears and putting them in concentration camps, right? I mean, from what I understand, but maybe it's different. I don't know.
I don't like that one. I don't want to
participate. So you have to participate. I want to kill all of them.
Agreed. I want to kill all of them, but I'm doing the same thing that you're going to do.
Okay. So you're going to marry Putin. I thought maybe Kim Jong-un because he played.
No,
I watched that movie. That comedy movie that was about Kim Jong-un and who was it that went over there?
Was it satirical?
It was hilarious. And the dude went over there and played basketball with him and he was had strippers and stuff.
Oh,
you've never seen it? Oh my God, I'm going to look it up for you because it's funny. It's
no, but that is terrible. They're all terrible.
Oh my gosh. This one came from Elizabeth and you need to just do it. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so let me do the other
Sorry,
one.
Elizabeth, this is no knock to you.
She's going to take it as that.
No, it's not.
You should. Okay, so how about we do...
She should take it as that?
Yeah.
You shut up. I am not attacking her.
How about we do Donald Trump?
She's our biggest fan.
One of them, yes. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and George Bush. I added the George Bush in there. That one did these she just gave me a bunch of
That's
names.
Fine. I'll go right now.
Okay.
I'm marrying George Bush. I'm fucking Biden. I'm killing Trump.
Really?
Adios, motherfucker.
Can you fuck Biden? I don't know if it's
guess what? Not hard. My problem. Not my problem.
I am going to you're not going to like this. And I don't really care. A lot of people are not going to like this, but I'm going to kill Biden. Fuck Donald Trump. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump and marry George Bush. I don't really want to marry George Bush. I think he's kind of but I honestly would probably. I might
George W. Bush.
George W. Bush. Yeah.
No, I'm
the only one that was alive president when we were alive. Wait, was the other one?
Bush was.
I guess he was we were babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Honestly,
absolutely,
I'm not going to say anything else, but I'm going to marry either Trump or Bush, but I'm killing Biden. I don't know. He's just so annoying and just the worst. And I'm not saying anything bad. I just think he needs to retire. That's all I say.
Listen, you can go ahead and marry Donald Trump. He might be in prison, and then you can just spend all his money if assets aren't frozen. There you go. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. But also, they're trying to impeach Biden right now for whatever his son did.
That's enough politics for me.
Oh my God. Okay, next time we won't talk about anything else important for the world. Lord have mercy.
Fuck Mary killing presidents and
okay, Elizabeth. Next time we're not going to let Sarah come. You're going to be our guest and we'll do them together.
Oh, you're not going to let me come to my
But
own
I bet you
podcast?
$100. I bet you I could guess. Let me just guess what Elizabeth would do. She would kill Donald Trump like you did. She would. She'd probably do exactly what you did. Well, no, she would probably marry. But I don't know. I don't know what she would do. I thought I knew, but I think she's going to kill Donald Trump for sure. I think she's going to maybe marry Joe Biden, maybe, but she might also marry George Bush. I doubt it.
Elizabeth, send us a DM or an email and tell us what you would do so we can report back.
I'm gonna text her while we're talking
our fans
and go.
Okay, so I have a grievance to air with CVS. I went today. I never leave for lunch or anything, but I was like, I really want a salad. So I was going to go to Jim and Nick's and get a salad. And I was like, but let me go to CVS first because I needed this, refill on something makeup wise. So I go in there and, they've got a pretty big, section. I went to the one, across the street from my house or whatever. They have a pretty good, drugstore makeup section. And I'm, all over, drugstore makeup TikTok, if you will, or whatever. And I'm not huge on spending, major amounts of money on, makeup products or whatever. And so I go in there. There is literally not shit in there. And
Which
it is
CVS
so
did you go
expensive.
to? The one across from your place?
Yeah. It's so expensive. It's more expensive there at CVS than it is at Walmart, on Amazon, at Target. Everywhere it's more expensive. And then there's not shit. They have one tiny little display of e.l.f. makeup, which is, blowing up more than it ever has before because they just keep coming out with all these great dupe products to other,
right,
designer label, products or whatever.
Yeah, and they're like $4.
Yeah,
supposed to be.
But they freaking work. I couldn't find shit in there. So that's my grievance with CVS, is that they're doing a shitty job with what they kept for makeup. And I was looking at something else while I was there. I think it was this L'Oreal hyaluronic acid tinted serum or whatever. Those bottles looked like they were 9,000 years old.
Ew.
Yes, the product in there looked disgusting.
So I will say that I was at Target today and they have done the complete opposite because there is a mini Ulta inside of the Target on 280 now.
What?
I know. I pulled up and I was like, why is this big tent out here? They must be doing some renovations or something. Everything is crazy different. They were like the guy that worked in the Ulta section, they have he came up and was gonna help me. He's Ulta and Target employee. And it's literally Ulta. They have all the stuff Smashbox, Tarte,
crap.
all the Ulta.
Did Target buy Ulta?
No, I think it's just a collaboration, okay. I think, but I'm not sure. But you can, so if you can scan, if you spend money on stuff at the Ulta and Target, or it's not, and you don't check out separately, you just buy it at the Target. You can also get, if you use your Target Circle app or whatever, you can get points. You have to link it to your Ulta account. You can get Ulta points.
Do you have to use your Target Circle thing to get it, or can it be linked separately?
I think you have to use your app or your Target Circle, your phone number or whatever fair. It is that you put in. Yeah. So
I'm going to have to check it out.
Yeah.
I never go to Target, but now's a reason to go. Well, they also carry not lower end, but less expensive Bobble Bar stuff there too. The jewelry.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Where is that?
They've had it for a while.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel a lot of, today I was going to look for something. I'm trying to do a purse changing station or a purse changing drawer or a purse changing container basket so that I can have a thing that I can put all the stuff from my purse in one area so that when I'm changing my purse out, it's not all over my house. On my side table and stuff like that. So I was looking for something good. I think I want to do a drawer, something with drawers, but I really today was kind of looking for a container. They're $25 for a plastic container, and I'm just
containers
what
at home.
the hell?
You should have told me. I could have brought you one.
Oh, okay.
Because I've got a bunch.
What kind of containers are they?
They're just little clear plastic containers with tops on them. They're that long, that wide.
Oh, cool. What'd you do?
Yeah.
Why don't you need them anymore?
I bought them on Amazon. They're real Amazon or Walmart. They're flimsy, a little bit cheapy, but I bought them to keep cosmetics, toiletry type stuff, because I was getting FabFitFun and BoxyCharm and all that kind of shit. And so when I was getting that, I needed somewhere to put it instead of just piling it somewhere. So I got those so I could stack them in my bathroom closet and stuff. But I just have a ton of extras.
Oh, okay.
Because there was like 25 in there. I
Oh
don't
my
need
God.
that
Wow.
many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
If I need that many, then I have too much shit.
Yeah. Okay. So breaking news. So Elizabeth texts back and
Oh,
she
gosh.
said, damn it, this is hard. She said, oh, look, she said, Mary Bush, fuck Biden. And then she said, in parentheses, she said he would sleep through it and kill Trump. So I was kind of on the, like a little bit.
That was what I picked.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you were right. You were on the money.
Oh, this is funny. She said Bush after 9/11 and she did like the hand hearts emoji. She said the man or my man. And she said, we love a patriot. I didn't think she would like Bush that much. Trump doesn't need to marry or fuck anyone. He has Melania and Stormy. Who the hell's Stormy?
Stormy Daniels.
Oh, yeah. And Jeffrey Epstein's young ladies. And then she did like the sick face. And then she sent a knife emoji, like separately. What does that mean?
Murder.
Like murder Trump. Okay, we probably shouldn't say that because
no, definitely.
Nobody's going to murder anybody.
No,
but,
nobody is murdering anyone.
Thanks, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. That's good. That's good stuff.
I'm glad she and I are on the same page.
She like email bombed me today with all this stuff for us to talk about, and it's a lot. It's good though, so maybe we'll get to it. Maybe we won't. Okay, what else you got going on today?
Just random bits of news. Can we just do that? I guess
Sure.
Random bits of
whatever
news.
you want.
I saw that, and I don't watch this. I will just go ahead and say this. So, like, I have no dog in the fight, but I was interested in the cast members that are going to participate. But season 32 of Dancing with the Stars is going to have some folks like Ariana Madix from Vanderpump Rules, Mauricio Umansky is I think how you say his last name. He is a husband on his wife. Kyle Richards is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then Harry Jowsey, who is from Too Hot to Handle. Is he Australian or is he British?
I think he's British.
Okay.
Harry, that's the one that was married to Francesca.
They weren't
not married, but they went off together in the sunset after Too Hot to Handle.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's cute though, and he's actually really good friends with Alex Cooper, who does Call Her Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I listened to the episode that he was on with her, like the most recent one. I think he's been on there quite a bit, and it was actually a really good episode.
Okay.
He kind of talked about being a reformed fuckboy.
Is he reformed though?
We'll see.
I don't even know.
All right. Okay, and then I have a question for you.
You have a question for me?
Yes, because I just want to know. Because I'm going to be experiencing this probably sooner than you are, but I want to know what your thoughts are. What are you looking forward to most about the weather cooling off?
Not having swamp ass. And like sweaty titty boobies all the time. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, but
the other day,
that's what it's called.
Where it's like, why do we call it boob sweat instead of something else? And I can't remember what the hell it was. Oh my God, I wish I could find that. Let me Google it and see if I can find it.
Well, what are you looking most for? Like, please don't say like, oh, I'm ready to go in a pumpkin patch. Hello?
God, no, I'm not ready to go in a pumpkin patch. Are you crazy? No, I am also looking forward. Oh, I got it. Why do they call it boob sweat instead of humidities?
Humidities. Oh, but mine aren't human. Mine are like humid. Mine are like, I don't know. They used to be worse. I don't know why, but if I wear a sports bra.
Oh yeah.
Like right now I'm wearing like a Skims bra, which I usually am wearing a Skims bra, but like they don't get sweaty
even more
in here.
When they touch each other.
Yeah, they get worse in like an actual sports bra. I don't even have to go work out. If I'm like wearing like a sports bra to go work out in, they just start sweating.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm
looking forward to Jerry, my sister and I are going back to New York for like about 2.5 weeks to obviously work from home, but spend some time with my mom, a stepdad, and, that side of the family up there, and it's supposed to be cool. I am looking forward to sitting outside and not sweating my ass off. I am looking forward to jeans and sweatshirts.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeans?
I never thought I would say it, but I'm looking forward to jeans.
Ew.
I know. It's horrible, isn't it?
I am not. I wore jeans the other day to dinner, remember, to last week.
I don't want to talk about that.
What? Oh, dinner? Well, I wore jeans. We were just talking about my jeans, though. But yeah, no, it cooled off for like a hot second, and then not really. It was like 80.
Yeah, but it felt good. I even had to turn my air like all the way down to low on the way over here, and it was 82. I'm like, why am I like cold in my car? This is weird. No, I mean, I'm just looking forward to like, I don't know, throwing a sweatshirt on with bare feet. You know what I mean? I love that.
A sweatshirt on with bare feet.
Yeah, like I can be outside barefooted, and the grass is like a little cold, and I need a sweatshirt.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Or like a crisp morning where you can like drink hot coffee and enjoy it.
That sounds good. I'll drink a hot Diet Mountain Dew and enjoy it.
That'd be
I
fine.
suppose.
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting. No, yeah. I mean, I'm in like not sweating. And then I used to really like the winter a lot.
I like it because my makeup doesn't melt off my face the few times that I wear it during the week.
I don't like the changing of the season. So my thing is I get used to it. So it takes me a while to be like, once we get into winter, I'll be like, oh, I've been wearing pants and I've been wearing a sweater and like big clothes and like long sleeves and all this stuff. And then it's like, oh, now we're switching into summertime because we don't really have we have a little bit of spring, but it's like
a week long.
Yeah. So it gets hot. And then I'm like, okay, now I've got to be like in no clothes and then like changing the seasons. Like I get used to not wearing as many clothes and then I have to go back to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean, our winter is not even like cold enough to where we really have to like layer up a whole lot. Like we're talking like we need long sleeves
really need
and
a
like
jacket.
a thick flannel, right?
Maybe a jacket.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just a very different experience than cold weather. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other good things. I do really like Halloween, but usually
I love Halloween.
Me too. Usually our Halloween is still hot though.
Yes, it was hot last year.
And so then, but like every Halloween costume, except for those sexy ones that I don't want to wear, are like hot. So
yeah, like
do you want to? I'm pretty sure that I know what I'm going to be for Halloween this year. Corn. That was that Halloween costume was hot. It was like not breathable. It was like not breathable at all. I was like, I can't breathe in here. What do you know what you're going to be? Are you still going to be Weird Barbie?
That dress still hasn't showed up.
So I have something in my cart for. Should I talk about what I'm going to be? Or what I'm thinking about being, and you can tell me if it's weird, okay? And y'all can like vote. So a couple years ago, it wasn't last year I was corn. It was the year before that, I think.
It was last year.
No.
Oh.
Last year I was corn, and the year before that,
sorry.
I think it was the year before that, I was the Jerry Garcia Beanie Baby.
Yes, I knew that.
And so, and I had like a tie-dyed onesie and like all this stuff. So I'm thinking about doing the Princess Diana Beanie Baby this year because there's this purple onesie that's the same brand. And I really like onesies, and I can use it again. And I still have my tag in my closet, that I made, my Thai Beanie Baby tag. And what am I gonna do? What
if it's hot?
Well, there's a butt slot for
so
pooping and peeing.
Black
so I can
leggings and leave it open.
Well, no, I can't remember I think I wore leggings underneath it last time. It was like halfway hot and halfway cold the one when I wore that other one. But I'm thinking, and then there's a zipper or whatever, and just wear like a tank top underneath or something. Yeah, I was so comfortable, and then I was
too last year.
It was like the most comfortable, and that's how I like to be with my tennis shoes. And
same, comfort is key.
So I might do that because I haven't. But is that lame?
No.
Okay, but I still have to
I literally had to wear two things, which was glasses and a T-shirt to be Where's Waldo. So it's not weird or lame at all.
Yeah, and then I can wear this onesie later. I try to do stuff that I can wear later. Again, like this purple onesie. They're like
I'm gonna come over here one night this winter, and Crampsy is gonna be in
my tie-dyed onesies in there, I think,
or her new purple one, and be like, "All right, bitch, I'm ready to record."
It'll probably be every time. I would just put it on if I got cold. I would just be like, "I'm gonna put it on." It has a detachable feet, and you can put the feet on too, and then you can also pee in it. Like, okay, so usually onesies are only really meant for boys to go poop, and they have like the thing in the back, and then they have, because this one has a zipper that goes up and down both ways on the front, so that you can open it up for the dude to pee or poop, or your hand to wipe. And then the back thing, it unzips so far that you can like sit on the toilet and it not be like hanging down in there. It's so good. They're like the best. I think they're the Forever Lazies. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. I bought it on Amazon.
That's funny.
Yeah, but it took me, so when I did this, I was like determined to do the Jerry Garcia Beanie Baby, and I ordered like 4 tie-dyed onesies, I think. And I was like, this one's going to be the worst one. It looks like the worst because it's like fleece. It's the best. And then I bought it. And like that year, I think it was that same year, this guy that I was kind of dating or whatever, he was like, oh my God, I want to buy one of those too. And he bought one, not for Halloween, just because they're so cozy. Yeah. But you have to buy like a size small. And like, I feel bad for the people that are small because I think that mine is a size small and it's big on me.
Dang.
Yeah, it's not big. It feels good. Anyway.
Interesting.
So that I have like lots of ideas for Halloween costumes, and I don't know. That might be it. But tell us what you think. Send us an email, thickafpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You want to wrap it up for today?
We can, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today, guys.
Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time. You can find us at Thick AF Podcast on Instagram, like Emily just said, thickafpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to send a vote for what Emily should be for Halloween, or if you would like to send us some FMKs or anything like that. And we'll see you next time.
Bye. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have to go.